And so tonight we're going to be discussing parties online, uh, live, which is part of the parties, the event structure, and more about the company so people can start really getting their plan put together and basically just kind of the nuts and bolts of making money with Saponify Naturals, okay? Tracy's with us. She's right here, so she can go ahead and answer questions in the chat box while people are looking. So if you have any questions at all, um, just throw it in the chat box there, and then we'll go ahead and kind of get started. Uh, so the very first thing we're going to talk about here tonight is our compensation plan. And the compensation plan basically um, is one of the most comprehensive, but probably the simplest plans that are out there, because we took all the things that we really enjoyed about direct sales and all the things that we didn't like, and we basically put this together to make it as efficient for everybody and include all of the wonderful benefits that we really enjoyed. And so the very first thing that you kind of see here, and we're going to talk about primarily the first three levels. And as you can see, the first three levels, you start out as a consultant with us. And as a consultant, you're going to start earning 30%, and you're going to have a few things that are available to you that you can do, okay? And one of those is the 45-day Fast Track Bonus Program. The Fast Track Bonus Program is very, very simple, because if you sell basically $1,000 in your first 30 days, okay, then you're going to be able to receive a $150 bonus that the company will pay you. And that bonus is going to be something you can earn that basically takes away the cost of joining the company. So you're basically a consultant for free with Saponify Naturals. The other options that you have to earn are the sales volume product vouchers. If you sell $1,000 each month in personal volume, you'll earn a $25 voucher. If you sell $2,000, you earn a $60 product voucher. And if you sell $3,000 in a month, you'll earn a $100 product voucher. So these are fantastic starting benefits for a consultant. Not to mention all the monthly specials and things that we do. And then all you have to do to be promoted to the very next level, which is silver, is to personally sponsor one person. Just bring one person into the company, offering the opportunity to them, and sell $1,000 in group sales. So that includes your sales and also the person that you sponsor, all those sales combined. And then you'll start receiving commissions on that person's sales, or overrides. So you'll get a generational commission of 3% on that person's sales, which is fantastic. And you'll see how it's broke down on the compensation plan. So it's very, very simple for people to kind of take a look at this and understand that to climb the ladder of levels with our company, it's extremely easy to do. You just have to be committed to do it. The next level is gold. In order to be promoted to the gold level, you have to personally sponsor 2 people, have 3 people active in your total group. That includes first level, second level, as well as yourself, and have group sales of $3,000. And one person who is a silver, who has achieved a silver status, and you're downline and you're promoted to gold. And then you'll see that you earn 3% on your first line and 3% on your second line. And so that is an amazing way for you to start seeing some residual income. And guess what? The product vouchers are still available, and all the specials that we do each and every month are still available to you as well. It's not listed on this compensation plan, but I personally have a sales bonus and a sponsoring bonus that I pay out each and every month. If you're number 1 in sales every month, you get an additional $100 bonus. If you're number 1 in recruiting, which means that you've recruited at least 2 people, okay, in order to be eligible for this particular bonus, you've recruited at least 2 people, but you have recruited the most people in the company. And you have to also sell your $300 in the month to qualify for that bonus program as well. So top in sales each month receives $300. Top in recruiting each month $100, and top in sales and recruiting each receive the $100 bonus. Any questions on that? Okay, so what do you earn with $200 qualifying event? You can type this in the chat box with your answers. Is it A, $30, B, $45, or C, $60 as a consultant? What is it that you earn with a $200 show? So you have a $200 party. What are you as a consultant going to earn? Don't be shy. That is correct, Rose. Good post. If you said $60, you are correct. I'm going to go back to that question again. A, $30 would be incorrect because you earn 30%. If you said 60, you are correct. Very, very important. So the average party we'll get into in a moment, but it's always good to understand what you're getting out of your time, okay? The average party takes 2 to 2.5 hours, so you're making about $30+ an hour for just a qualifying show. Just a show of $200, you're going to make $60, okay? What does a hostess earn for having a qualifying event? So a qualifying event first is $200. Does she receive 10% of the event sales, 30% of the event sales, or 20% of the event sales? That is correct, Rose. If you said 20% of the event sales, you are correct. Another question. What do you have to do to earn the fast track bonus? Is it A, sponsor 2 new consultants and sell $100 in your first 30 days? Is it B, sell $1,000 in your first 45 days? Or is it C, sell $1,500 in your first 60 days? Rose, again, thank you for your answer. It is correct. If you said sell $1,000 in your first 45 days, you are correct. The reason why I put these 3 questions on here to ask you guys is, first, I want to make sure you understand the basics, just the simple principles of our company's policies, and make sure that you do understand them, because these are the easiest building blocks for your business. The Fast Track program to get that $150 bonus, the $200 qualifying event for a hostess to earn 20% of that. She's going to get $40 in free product just at the $200 mark, and you are going to get $60 in commissions on that as well. So that means that we as a company on a $200 event or sale or on your party are giving out $100. So I have a personal story here I want to share with everybody, and this basically is a gentleman that I met a long time ago, and he's probably my mentor when it comes to direct sales, because he really kind of opened my eyes up to the value of being employed for yourself, having your own business. And his wife started in Tupperware roughly about 30 plus, well, now it'd be a little bit longer than that, probably about 40 years ago. He was very supportive and was aware of the financial opportunity with his wife, and he decided to find a direct sales company for himself to join, so he went ahead and picked Amway. His professional career, he was a personal financial advisor and an adjunct professor at the Ohio State University. He taught financial planning there as an elective. And he was able to retire with his wife from Tupperware and became a triple diamond in Amway. And over a period of 10 years, was making in excess of $1.5 million a year. Okay. Now, this guy had personal skills. He could talk to people. Obviously, he was a financial advisor, but he didn't have any sales experience. Okay. Because his only responsibility as a financial advisor was to give people advice on how to put their money into interest-bearing accounts and things that would grow and they would earn money with. So he had no experience in direct sales. It was actually quite the opposite. This guy was 50 years old when I first met him, and now he was a little older than that, but when he first started with Amway, he was 50, around 1990. And he's used to working 40 plus hours a week, basically the normal 9 to 5 job that you would do if you just were working. And he built his business from hard work and took advantage of the opportunity that was before him. He saw the value in what was there, and he decided to take advantage of it. This type of income is achievable, but you have to be committed. And that sounds like, wow, that's a lot of money. If I could make $1.5 million a year, that would be just absolutely fantastic. And I'll tell you, when Tracy and I worked in direct sales prior to starting our own company, we did very, very well. We were very successful at it. And we were very committed. Debbie, who's our trainer and our recruiter, also worked for the same company we did. And I'll tell you what, Debbie and Tracy were always the top consultants in the company every single month. They were always on stage at all the rallies. They were always earning the trips, always earning all the bonuses, and I mean, they just did a phenomenal job of taking advantage of the opportunity that was before them, because they learned that all they had to do was be committed to build the business and to stay focused on the building blocks of their business, which were parties, recruiting, sponsoring, and leadership. Now, that not necessarily is for everybody, because there were people in that same company who just sold. There were a lot of things coming down the pipeline that are going to be fantastic. Listen, so the story I just shared with you, it didn't happen by accident. He had to actually be serious about the opportunity. He had to have a desire to succeed. He was committed because he had a plan. And so you had to be committed to that plan, and you have to have a little bit of self-discipline. And all that basically means is that you have to really want to succeed. And part of success is failure, okay? So you're not always going to get somebody to say yes. You're not always going to get people to reach the plateau of a qualifying event and things like that. But if you start out by just starting somewhere, booking shows, getting them dated in your planner so that you have business, talking to people and be busy and love what you do, guess what? You're going to be successful. There's a lot of things that I've done in my life that I failed at. And those failures gave me the knowledge and gave me the building blocks to move forward and to learn from my mistakes and the errors that I made to become successful and to be able to do a lot of things that I want to do. So, it's really, really important that you pay attention to what you want, put together a plan, be disciplined and committed to succeed. Because if you're able to do that, I can tell you one thing for sure. No matter how many times you get a no, you're going to get a yes. No matter how many times somebody backs out on something, somebody else is going to pick up the slack and do it, okay? So somebody's going to do this. Somebody's going to be successful, and I know you can do it. Everybody has the same opportunities. It's just how committed are you and how willing are you to want to take advantage of that, okay? And I know that everybody's here for a reason. Nobody joins companies just to say, well, I'm doing this just to see what happens, okay? Because that just doesn't work. You have to be committed. So what is a party? Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about this. A party is a gathering of potential customers through a host or hostess. Somebody you meet, somebody that's interested in having a show to earn free product. This is going to be the best way for you to introduce your company, your products, and the services offered. When I talk about the company, you're going to talk about Saponify Naturals. You're going to explain the benefits, incentives, all the things that are important and imperative to be a part of Saponify Naturals. The products, obviously they're there to buy products because they're interested in all natural skincare and all the benefits that those products provide, and the services offered. You do have services, becoming a consultant and making money as a service. The recurring purchase plan, having products shipped every month directly to the door. That's something we offer now. So these are all benefits to the customer and to your hostess. The party is also the best way to grow your business. You grow by booking new parties. What that does is it guarantees you future business. It increases your sales and potentially recruit new consultants to grow your residual income. These things are all important because the only way your business grows is if you continue to work, and continue to be successful, and try to push forward and work your plan. That plan should include parties. It should include a sponsoring plan, and it should also include a marketing plan. And we talked a little bit about the marketing plan last week. Unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties, but parties are held for an average of 2 to 2.5 hours to introduce products, talk about your business, income opportunity, hostess benefits, and to play games and gather orders. And again, this is the simplest form of what a party is, okay? A party can be many things. There are companies that you can get together with your girlfriends or find a place to go somewhere to have an open house, have a glass of wine and talk about the products, do facials, have scrub parties. You could have, parties where you just talk about your facial moisturizers, and all the other products are there, but the facial moisturizer is your stepping stone. You use that as an opportunity to get people there because they're interested in figuring out how to make themselves look younger or feel better about the way that their complexion is. Why is it important to book events? Adds guaranteed revenue to your business, okay? So you have these parties booked in your planner. You have future business guaranteed, okay? Sometimes you have to reschedule those events. Sometimes things happen, but that's why you always have to have these things in your book, because it gives you guaranteed revenue. So you have future business coming up where you're going to be making money. It offers incentives to your hostess and your guests to book again, because you have booking credits, you have free products that you're going to be giving out, you have bonus buys. There's all these things that are available through our company that gives the hostess and guests all these incentives, okay? It creates future business that gives you a solid foundation to your business, okay? So anybody that wakes up today and they go out to their job, okay, if you're in service of some nature and you don't have anybody walk through your front door, guess what? You're not going to be in business very long because you're not going to have revenue. And revenue, it creates commissions, and that is where your income is generated from, is from that revenue. And so you have to have these events booked, whether it's an online event, whether it's an in-home event, whether it's a book show, whatever it is, it has to be there. But more important is that these parties give you a captive audience for an extended period of time that gives you the opportunity to discuss the products, company incentives, opportunity, and creates a leading narrative for discussion during the event that leads into fun games and creates excitement, fun, and a desire to have those shows for all the people that are attending. Most of the time, at shows that Tracy would go to, that I might accompany her on, where she would hold the party, by the time they were finished, the people had so much fun and enjoyed themselves so much that they were interested in having their friends come to their home and do the same thing. It's all about your excitement. It's all about the way you approach it. It's about how you want these people to leave thinking about you, thinking about your products, thinking about the opportunity, thinking about the company, thinking about the incentives and what they can earn for free. These are all important building blocks to a successful party. Using the hostess coaching guide that's available to download, you can print that off as many times as you like and use it at your will, is an important portion of that building block as well, because it gives you the tools necessary to make sure your hostess is focused and aware of what her responsibilities are to help you have a successful party with her, okay? And so these things are all really important. And I'm touching on some of the things that we kind of missed last week during our technical difficulties as well. So there's some information here, and this is really important because it kind of gives you a snapshot of what type of industry you're working in with Saponify Naturals, okay? First of all, the personal care and cosmetic industry accounts for 19% of the market share in direct sales. This is the second largest market in the direct sales industry. So we are generating 19% of all the revenue for the direct sales market, okay, as companies that sell personal care and cosmetic products. The market share basically is $6.29 billion just in the United States alone. So I want you to think about that for a second. That is a ton of money, okay? More money than any of us will probably ever earn in our lifetime. $6 billion. Okay, that's a lot of money. Saponify Naturals, we are the youngest of opportunities in this industry. A true ground floor opportunity, which means that people that get in now and take advantage of the fact that we are a small, young company are going to be able to have a more successful opportunity. And the great thing about it is even though Saponify Naturals is the youngest, it doesn't mean that our products aren't tried and tested and true, because our sister company has been in business for over 15 years and they manufacture all of our products for us, okay? Does anybody have any questions about that so far? Anything that we've talked about thus far, does anybody have a question about anything? Just type it in the chat box. All right. So I'm going to assume that nobody has any more questions. So we'll move on here a little bit. So if you captured 0.1% of this market share as annual income, you would generate $62,900. Just 0.1%, working an average of 20 to 25 hours a week. So just to put that into perspective for you, that's $48 an hour. Does anybody that's here right now that is a consultant for Saponify Naturals make $48 an hour at their current job? You can just throw that out there in the chat box. If you do, let me know, because I can guarantee you I don't think there are many people that do. So that is what we offer as just a basis. You can make $48 an hour, you can make $30 an hour, you can make $100 an hour. It just depends on how you approach the parties, online events, the lives, and how you're taking advantage of those. And so I think that everybody that really wants to be successful need to take all of this to heart and kind of sit down and decide, what is my game plan? Where do I want to go with this? Debbie has leadership calls for people, and she does individual 6-week programs with people to help them prepare and design a plan that fits their needs. And so if you work a full-time job and you want this to eventually take the place of that full-time job, Debbie can help you organize a plan to get there. If you're trying to supplement your income by adding extra money to the bottom line so that your family can take extra vacations, or you can pay those extra bills that might be coming in during the wintertime or whatever, maybe you have kids going to college, you want to pay for their college education with this business, whatever your choices are, everybody has a reason. And so Debbie can help you put together a plan to get you where you need to be successful with our program, okay? So how do consultants earn their money? Now, this is an important aspect of Saponify Naturals, because this kind of ties in with the industry as well, because it kind of shows you that 39% of all sales in the direct sales industry are accomplished through holding an in-home party. That means that you have a show, somebody's hosting an event at their home, you go there, you set your products up, and you do everything we've discussed already a little bit earlier. You do all those wonderful, wonderful things. You hold the event, you have fun, you get more parties booked in your plan, and that gets you moving forward and build your business. 51% of all the direct sales in the direct sales industry are accomplished through person-to-person sales or one-on-one sales, okay? So that's like somebody going to your website and placing an order, but that number's skewed because Avon, the largest direct sales company in the world, are primarily one-on-one sales with their, what they call, I think, their plans like every 2 weeks, they have a campaign, a sales campaign. That sales campaign is basically them getting orders from individual people to reach a certain number, and then they turn it in, and then all that product gets shipped out to all the people. And Avon started out in like 1890, okay? And Avon, I think they were called the Canadian Perfume Company, I believe, or California Perfume Company, I believe. And then they changed their name to Avon, and then they just stopped doing retail in stores, somewhere in the ballpark. They were door to door. I mean, I hope everybody understands this, but direct sales basically started, the routine of direct sales started door to door sales. I mean, that's where this whole thing came from. This whole opportunity came from door to door sales. So Avon being the largest, they kind of skew that number a little bit, because they are so big and because they are the behemoth in the industry. They throw a lot of numbers off, and one of those is the in-home party, because it's probably, if you take Avon out of the picture, in-home parties probably account for a larger portion, probably closer to the 60 or 70 percentile range of most shows. The additional 10% of sales through the direct sales industry are primarily held through either book parties, open houses, other means like online events. But however, you're going to realize that this also still includes the options listed above, the in-home shows, the person-to-person sales, because a lot of people do things a little bit differently. Their plan is different. They do things through meetings. They may do things through open houses. They may do things at parent-teacher conferences. Well, we discussed that last week about where you may have some of these events, or the best way to get bookings, by just talking to people at parent-teacher conferences, the church, out at events, just through the community, coffee houses, different things like that, and having those open houses. These things are all great opportunities for you to introduce people to your business and get them to book shows and help you grow your company. Okay. So I'm going to turn it over to Tracy now. She's going to start talking to you a little bit about what's coming. And October is almost here, so.
Hi. I like this part. This part is my favorite because I get to tell you guys the exciting things that are coming. October's coming, it's right around the corner, and we have had some feedback on what we can do for you guys, so we're here to get it out here and let you know. Basically, we're launching the essential oil roll-ons. They will be in 12 cents, which that's going to be the cents that are all in the bookings, the booking credit oils. So we'll have all of the blends as well. And there are 7 of those. So there's 5 of the booking credit oils and 7 of the essential oil blends. So I hope everybody is really excited about this. They're going to come in a roll-on form, and then they will also be in their own cute little box. So you can sell them individually like that. They will be $18 a piece, and you can you'll be able to order those. Now, for us, we wanted to give you guys all a chance to get these in your hands. So for the month of October, if you sell $1,000 in personal sales volume, you will receive all of the essential oil roll-ons. And we have a cute little carrying case that they go in. That's $246. Yes, we fell and bumped our heads this month, and we're really excited about it. So we're going to be offering that to any consultant who sells $1,000 in October. We will ship that out to you November 1st. Now, we wanted to make sure that the hostess was also rewarded as well. So any hostess who has a qualifying event party of $300 in sales or more, she's going to get to choose a roll-on of her very own for free, in addition with her hostess benefits. So when you place the order, there'll be a spot on there where you can add her free item once it's at $300. Thirdly, we want to make sure that you are able to sell, getting out there, making sure that you get the customer orders as well. So, we have the customer bonus buy that's already out there that you guys can order or have been ordering, and it is the astringent. Well, this month, October, November, and December, the customer bonus buy will change, and it will now be a roll-on. So they will be able to, if they place an order of $40 or more before tax and shipping, they qualify to purchase a roll-on bonus buy for $9. That's half price. We are so excited about that. Now remember, when they do this, it has to be on an event because we want you to be promoting these as customer orders. So if you do your own events, that's also fine, but it has to be an event where you have a hostess and you turn it in that way. So their $40 orders gets a bonus buy for $9. Here's what one looks like, just a sample for you to see what the label looks like. This will be the box wrap. This is going around the outside of the box. Tells a little bit about what they use it for. It helps you sell the actual item. So it's just a little snapshot picture for you right now. So we'll have the flyer and everything out to you here really soon on that. So we're really excited about that. So the variations are going to be the booking ones are the tea tree oil, the lemon oil, peppermint oil, sweet orange oil, and lavender oil. The and then obviously we are doing the blends. So we have 7 of those, like Grounded, Vitality, all of those. So who is excited about this new thing that we're bringing out for October? You can even unmute if you want to say something, if you don't want to type. We're very excited about it. Thanks, Jen. All right, Rose, good job. We want to give you guys every opportunity to be successful in this business. And these roll-ons are going to be an amazing way to do that. If I was asked a question, what do you do with a roll-on? And a roll-on is actually used where you can spot treat. So if you have a headache, you can put it on your temples. If you have like knee pain, you could buy the Magi oil and you can rub it onto your knee and actually get the essential oils to that spot. It's a great way to deliver the essential oils effectively to your body because they are cut down with the avocado oil, and that will help them so that people can use them safely.
And if I could jump in here real quick, what excites me about this opportunity with the roll-ons coming out for the next 3 months in October, November, December is that people love these types of products for stocking stuffers. They love these types of products because there's a huge market for this already that's out there. And because we're bringing this out in all of the blends that we've created, plus the tea tree, the lemon, peppermint, sweet orange, and lavender, those are the 5 king oils. Those are the oils that everybody generally has or are expected to have with the aromatherapy background that I have. And these are the 5 most important oils to basically keep in your medicine cabinet to begin with. The only oil that's not there is a frankincense, and it's just really, really expensive. But because we have um, the purity oil, which is a great blend that we created, it kind of takes the place of that. And so when people start asking you, like, well, do you have a roll on of this or a roll on of that? Keep them focused on the fact that these blends and the 5 oils, those are called the king oils. Those are the oils that everybody expects to have. Those are the 5 favorite oils of anybody that knows anything about essential oils. And so it's really, really important because this will get them excited. It will get them focused on the essential oil purchasing and will help you guys build the sales of the large essential oil bottles, potentially build the sales on diffusers, and then you can actually push people into the lines that the blends are in. So once they start using the roll-ons, like, wow, man, I love the way this smells, then they're going to buy the soap, then they're going to buy the lotion, then they're going to buy the scrubs, or even the groupings for that matter. And what this will do is it will help build your per customer sale and help increase the volume of that because they have to buy $40 to get the roll-on, and it's a bonus buy for $9. Otherwise, it's going to cost them $18. And somebody may say, well, I'm going to buy an $18 roll-on, and then I'm going to take advantage of the fact that if I buy 2 of them and maybe something else like a bar of soap, I can get another roll-on, a third one, or whatever the case may be, for $9. Okay, or somebody may buy one of our $54 groupings and say, hey, I can get a roll-on for $9, and they get the roll-on that goes along with that grouping. And so these are huge. This is huge because number one, like she said, sell $1,000 in personal volume in the month of October. We're going to give you all 12 of the roll-ons plus a carrying case for you to bring them to all your shows and to carry them around with you to show people and say, look, this is what we do. This is what we offer. This is what you can get if you host a show with us. This is what we're going to do for you. If you have a $300 show, you can pick any one of these for free, plus your other hostess benefits, your 20% for free, your half price item, etc., that you get with a $300 show. And and this is just the tip of the iceberg for everybody. We have a lot of neat things that we're going to be doing, and for this, next couple months coming out, and October is going to be a fun month for you because people are going to start thinking about Christmas. They're going to start thinking about buying gifts. They're going to start thinking about home purification and making sure that the home is healthy so that you can be free from illness and congestion and things like that. And so I think that you're going to have a great opportunity with this to take advantage of earning all 12 of them for free and also pushing these to all your customers, maybe even getting somebody on, once they try the roll-on and they love the way it smells, getting them on a reoccurring order for, soap and lotion or something like that, and take advantage of that service that we offer. And so anybody have any questions about this? Just throw it in your chat box and we'll answer those questions for you verbally. Or you can unmute and okay, well, since we don't have any questions, what we're going to do is wrap up tonight. I appreciate everybody attending. We didn't seem to have any technical difficulties this evening. This will be a video that will go on to the consultant page for people to go on and watch, especially those who may have missed something and or maybe got on late to be able to see what we are doing from beginning to end. And if you guys have any questions or anything at all, post those on the consultant only page. And if you guys have any suggestions for next week's training, please put that on the consultant only page as well. We look forward to seeing everybody there, and I really appreciate everybody's time. And that'll be it. So thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Bye.